Okay, the 1st of January 2024. It's a whole new year, guys. New year, finally. Happy 2024 to all of y'all, guys. Happy New Year. Football is a religion. Us as the Football is a Religion family, we wish every single one of you a happy new year. Thank you so much for your support in 2023. Now we move on to the new year. It's going to be better. This community is going to grow bigger and bigger. So don't miss out, guys. This community is going to be the best. It's going to grow bigger and bigger and bigger. If you're new to this channel, man, happy new year. I wish you guys a prosperous 2024. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And look, I hope you guys like I said, I hope you guys are healthy. I wish you guys the best, in terms of your goals, in terms of whatever you wish to achieve. But don't forget to work hard. Work hard every single day. Put in the work, put in the hours. You understand? Put in the grind. Understand the fact that nothing comes easy in this world. Nothing will ever come easy. So, happy 2024. Happy New Year to all of y'all. I just wish you guys all the best. Wish you a prosperous 2024, I meant to say. Okay, so PSL. This was the last round of fixtures from the Premier Soccer League, right? The Dstv Premiership. Last round of results for the year 2023, right? We didn't discuss this one, the one that took place between Richards Bay as well as SuperSport United at Kings Welitini Stadium in Umlazi, south of Durban. Okay, so obviously Richards Bay surprisingly won this game by 3-1. This is a shock victory for the Natal Rich Boys, and this is their only their third victory of the season, their third league victory of the season out of 16 games, and a much crucial 3 points. I'm not even sure what these 3 points could actually do for them in terms of them saving themselves from the relegation scrap. Okay? In terms of them maintaining their top flight status. Okay? Richards Bay have had a terrible 2023. And hopefully this victory could help them put this, disastrous annual year behind them. They've had a disastrous 2023, Richards Bay, the Natal Rich Boys, because this is only their 6th victory in 36 games. Their 6th victory in 36 games throughout the year 2023. You understand? Throughout the year 2023. So, what a way to end a disastrous year, to actually secure all 3 points against one of the league's favorites, one of the league's most fancy teams. You understand? Which is Matsatsantsa Pitori, SuperSport United. So think about that. Interim head coach Vusumuzi Vilakazi is now off to a winning start. You understand? Following the sacking of former SuperSport United manager as well, who was now on the touchline for Richards Bay FC. He was sacked on Christmas Day, following that 1-0 defeat to Amakosi at the FNB Stadium. As for SuperSport, they kept the same lineup from the trashing of Orlando Pirates. You understand? What a great game that was, So we still saw Chandra Campbell, informed Chandra Campbell, who had a stellar game in that game against Orlando Pirates in that 3-1 trashing of the Buccaneers at the Peter Mokaba Stadium. As well as Kampani Lungu. You understand? They were the partners. They played on the flanks. And then obviously Bradley Grobler was kept up front. The marksman, the all-time leading goal scorer for Matsatsatsa Apitori. He just recently reached his 100 goal mark in the Premier Soccer League not so long ago, by the start of this season. So, man, Bradley Grobler has had an illustrious career, man. He has had an illustrious career, a predator in front of goal. No defender ever wants to come up against him. On the side of Richards Bay FC, they made 3 changes following that 1-0 defeat to Kaizer Chiefs, as we saw Boikanyo Komani, Justice Fugare, as well as Moses Tembo, Figueiredo, and Moses Tembo were brought in, right? And, to say the least, as you check, first 15 minutes of the game, chances were few and far, right? In the early exchanges of the game. Chances were very few and far. There was not really much to drive home. If you look at the game from the first 10 to 15 minutes, right? There was really not much, to say the least. Like I said, chances were very few and far in between in the early exchanges of the game. But the game was brought to life when SuperSport United were awarded a penalty after the 17 minutes, as Moses Tembo, the incoming Moses Tembo, who was making his first start of the season, handled the ball in the box, right? You could see clearly, unfortunately he did slip, but yeah, he handled the ball because his hand was in an unnatural position. So that was a clear handball, that was a clear penalty. Great call from the referee. And guess who was trusted with the spot kick? Kampani Jones Lungu, the Zambian midfielder, the Zambian international, Kampani Jones Lungu. He sent goalkeeper, the Richards Bay, he made no mistake from the 12 yards out. Kampani Lungu, making no mistake from 12 yards out. Sending goalkeeper of Richards Bay FC, Salim Magula, the wrong way. As now, this spot kick that was converted by Kampani Lungu is perhaps like his second league goal of the season, right? And hopefully they will become more. He could have had 5 league goals so far this season, because like in other games you have seen, he has missed quite telling opportunities. But hopefully from this point onwards, he can continue banging in those goals, getting the assists, helping Matsatsantsa Pitori to actually have a great season ahead, because they've got so much potential, but they never often fulfill it. They're supposed to be challenging Mamelodi Sundowns for the league, them alongside Orlando Pirates, but there's so much inconsistency in terms of results between those sides, Orlando Pirates as well as SuperSport United, and guess what, man, just 8 from that point onwards. I think Richards Bay, after they went behind, you could see they were showing more intent in wanting to get back into the game. They created good chances, half chances to say the least, and indeed they were to be rewarded. I mean, just 8 minutes before halftime, 19-year-old Nigerian defender Ime Okon was sent off after pulling down Samila Ntundwana, who was clear on goal. I mean, that was a deserved red card to say the least, because Ntundwana, he was clear on goal, okay? He was clear on goal, and that's a denial of a clear goal scoring opportunity, right? So deserved red card for Ime Okon. And there's been some talk of him, the 19-year-old Nigerian defender, on which nation will he represent, because remember, he does have South African citizenship, right? Because apparently he has been living in South Africa for a long time, so he hasn't yet decided on who will he represent. In terms of playing at the international stage, he hasn't yet stated who is he going to represent. Is he either going to represent the Green, the Super Eagles of Nigeria, or Bafana Bafana? We wait to see. That's up to him. That's his decision to make at the end of the day. And both nations will be partaking in the 2023 AFCON tournament, which is scheduled to kick off in about 2 weeks time in Cote d'Ivoire on the 13th of January. So yeah, guys, it's going to be a great tournament to actually watch, and stay tuned for that one, guys. And look, from that point onwards, Richards Bay did make use of the of the one-man advantage. From that point onwards, they had great opportunities. Following from that resulting free kick that they got following the sending off of Ime Okon, Sanele Barnes, the informed Sanele Barnes, had a great set piece. That was a great free kick, but it just did not get enough dip. He just struggled to get dip on the ball, just not enough dip. But it was a great set piece. And again, they had another opportunity. You understand? And guess who it was? Mtsundwana, forcing a great save out of goalkeeper Ricardo Goss. You understand? But from the resulting corner, guess what happened? Guess what happened from the resulting corner? Guess who delivered the ball? Sanele Barnes, getting another assist to his name this season. And look, man, Sanele Barnes, there are big clubs that are gunning for his signature. He has really made an impression, which includes Kaizer Chiefs, as well as SuperSport United, who are gunning for his signature. Him getting a great assist, and guess who scored the goal? Former Kaizer Chiefs defender, Tabani Austin Dube, getting his first goal since rejoining Richards Bay FC. I understand, following that, unfortunate spell at Amakosi, because it was not quite a successful spell. He didn't really get enough game time, but look, he's still quality. He's a great defender. He's got great awareness at the back. He's the one who actually is a reliable defender. Unfortunately for the fact that Richards Bay, even though they've conceded so many goals, but Utabani Dube is a great defender, and what a great header that was. A bullet of a header. He was unmarked. He managed to escape his marker. Found himself in space and headed the ball for an equalizer for the Natal Rich Boys on the 41st minute of the game, just right before halftime. And they could have taken the lead. Sanele Barnes forcing a save, a brilliant save from Ricardo Goss. Brilliant save. And remember, Ricardo Goss is amongst the 3 goalkeepers that were selected for Bafana that will partake at AFCON. Obviously, we know the first choice is SuperSport United goalkeeper, current Bafana captain, Mamelodi Sundowns shortstopper Ronald Williams, alongside Veli Motwa. Right, so yeah, but great save by Ricardo Goss, denying Sanele Barnes the chance to put his side in the lead going into the halftime break. But hey, it wasn't so long until Richards Bay were to take the lead for the first time in this game, and they did that in the 47th minute of the game. And guess what? It was a goal kick, a clearance from a goal kick. Imagine, obviously you can never blame the SuperSport defender Sianda Kulu because the ball came very high. It was very high. Right, it was a great clearance from the Magula, the Richards Bay FC goalkeeper. Great clearance, finding the unmarked Samila Mtsundwana, who did get his goal finally. A predator. That's his first league goal of the season. What a great goal that was. He showed great composure to actually put his side in the lead 2 minutes just after the halftime break. You understand, to give the Natal Rich Boys the lead for the first time in this game, right? And bear in mind, before this one, Richards Bay FC have only won 2 league games before this game against SuperSport, which was obviously against Moroka Swallows, at the Dobsonville Stadium, and as well as at home against our fellow strugglers, Cape Town Spurs. So now they were on course to actually win their 3rd league game of the season. And guess what? It was wrapped up. It could have been wrapped up, but it was ruled out for offside. And again, guys, poor officiating. Poor. There was no offside there at all. That was not an offside. There was no offside there. You understand? There was no offside. Because who was offside between Justice Figueiredo as well as Ulokuzan Utulani Kumede? Who was offside between them? Because no one was offside. Yes, great save by Ricardo Goss once again. But, the SuperSport United defender, which was Sianda Kulu, he played both of them onside. They were both onside. You understand? There's a serious problem in our PSL, in our league structures, based on the officiating, guys. The level of officiating is very poor in our game. It's very poor. Because there was no offside. That Richards Bay FC was supposed to have won this game by 4-1. That was a clear goal, which was eventually scored by Tulani Kumede. I meant to say Tulani Kumede. He did put the ball into an empty net to give Richards Bay a 3-1 lead, but it was called out for offside. There was no offside there, ladies and gentlemen. That was not an offside. That was just bad officiating once again. Bad officiating once again. There was no offside there. But again, at least Richards Bay were able to seal victory. Guess who did it? After some fantastic play. This is some slick play. And this is the first time I see Richards Bay actually play this way. Knocking the ball, passing the ball around. Exquisite passing of the ball. Exquisite movement of the ball. That's the first time I've seen Richards Bay play like this all season long. The first time. I've never seen Richards Bay play this kind of football throughout the season. This is the first time. Maybe I guess Coach Vusumuzi Vilakazi has brought in some sauce into this team. He's brought in some sauce. Because, that was a saucy move. Saucy move, guys. You understand? Some slick play from Richards Bay for the 3rd goal. And great awareness by Sanele Barnes, who got his 2nd assist of the game. Great awareness by Sanele Barnes to actually spot the run off the ball by Tulani Kumede on the left-hand side, who was clear on goal and slotted the ball into the top corner to get his first league goal of the season, Tulani Kumede. Well deserved. He's been wanting that goal. He's been hungry for that goal. And what a way to get it against SuperSport United. giving Richards Bay, the Natal Rich Boys, an important 3 points, an important 3-1 victory. Great performance by Sanele Barnes once again. Even though Samila, the goal scorer of the second goal, Ntundwana, was the man of the match deservedly, but look, fantastic performance by the Natal Rich Boys, and give credit to coach Vusumuzi Vilakazi. Hopefully he can continue with this winning run, and it's only a matter of time. I still think now they are much more in breathing space. This victory provides Richards Bay FC with much more breathing room between them and 16th place Cape Town Spurs, because now Richards Bay are currently on 13 points. They still remain in in 15th position, right? But now they are 9 points ahead of 16th place Cape Town Spurs. So now they provide themselves with breathing room from the Cape side, because we are still continuing to struggle. They're still struggling this season. And like I said earlier on, unfortunately, guys, Cape Town Spurs are going to get relegated by the end of the season. I'm not sure which team has ever really survived relegation by losing 14 games in a space of 16 matches. Only winning 1 in those 16 matches and losing 14. I don't know which team has ever avoided relegation with that poor start, right? And currently now Richards Bay FC are now only 5 points behind KZN rivals Royal AM, who are also struggling this season, following that 3-0 trashing against Amazulu that they suffered at the hands of their crosstown Durban rivals Amazulu. So Richards Bay are now 5 points behind Royal AM. You understand, who are now in 14th place. But currently, what's actually interesting is that 3 teams are now on 18 points. Chippa, Sikukune United are in 12th position with 18 points. Chippa United are in 13th position with 18 points, as well as Royal AM are in 14th position with 18 points. So, yeah, man. This relegation battle is going to be very scrappy. But obviously not as scrappy as that. But, the battle for complete safety, complete safety, I meant to say, complete safety is gonna, take its toll. You understand? It's gonna get heated. You understand? It's really gonna get heated because obviously Cape Town Spurs are far out of it. They're gonna get relegated pretty soon. As for SuperSport United, they missed out on a chance to actually close the gap on runaway leaders Mamelodi Sundowns, as they now drop to 3rd place with 29 points. So hey, like I said, SuperSport United again, inconsistency. But I guess that red card did cost them a lot. That red card played a pivotal role in this game. You understand? It did cost them a lot. And funny how with only 10 players, SuperSport did dominate possession. Funny how. Interestingly. They did create great opportunities. Lyle K finding himself in space, but unfortunately he could not keep his effort on target as it was over the post. Bradley Groble also had a great opportunity, but unfortunately it was also slightly off target. But surprisingly, SuperSport did dominate possession. Surprisingly. Even if they were a man short, but they did dominate possession. But, like I said, possession does not win you games. It's the goals. So Richards Bay got the goals. They were more clinical in front of goal. And they took advantage of that one man. Right? Because obviously Ime Ocon was sent off in the early 8 minutes before the first half. 8 minutes before the end of the first half, I mean to say. So congratulations to Richards Bay FC. Congratulations to Coach Vusumuzi Vilakazi. It's now back to the drawing board for SuperSport United and Kevin Hunt's men. You understand? It's back to the drawing board.
bakena paparinya tsatsing la ka tsheno ba intse phetotseng tsona tsa basena saena Richards Bay o bona ka mkhoba le nka teng ngwaneso ba United Ricardo Goss Kegen Johannes Ime Ocon Bilala Telebon khatlano le tsona tsa basena sa yona ngwaneso ile yona Richards Bay le wala bona Kileno United o bona ke bana ba kena paparinya tsatsing la ka tsheno ba tseba matsatsantsa a betselang ka teng ka ra motsona wa Mlazi o shebile khwata ke sona tsa basena ba ba tori ba tise maemo a bona o yena le ke kholo bona Sireletsa Maneso Campbell a ko shebeka tshwantsho se ketlile monyetlo botle a lokolotse a betha le kwete ya bore SuperSport a bona ke eno e monyetla wa matsatsantsa bona monyetla bona o renge penalty Orengi jelly Orengi kankana we tshwere ka letsoho Tembo a e tshwara Tembo pela mo letsa phala o bona ke eno penalty a bona ke eno Lungu Shobe Obana Kienu he Manesu Ofa Stopasena Sayona SuperSport Yabolusome Limoto Robedi Eba Kienu he Ofa Stopasa Matsatsanza Pretoria Ketapil Osebile Manesu SuperSport United Iba penali Yabona Yabobedi by Fumaning Silimong Yabor he Kienu he Unaikisa Justice Figueiredo La Fetula Mawa Obana Kibona Yabashula Itulagante Tsatsi Lagacheno Naledi wa Pani Alekaramtona wa Genfes Wigitile le Rahulu Likuku Baruti Tsatsi Lagacheno Ba Shemilio na Papadi Ntodi Akhanya Utubore Matatsanza Matsiba Tlantetaru Matale Kabona me Ekon Fumana Garte Khuberu Iba Yabolusome Moto Tilete Iba Yaboberi stopping SuperSport United Utubore Mona Fugenta Klasa Katel Arbon Eno ki motshwara ka matso Arach re kampane re bapala papadi re sa fella empa yena e ke motshwara are ke motshwara Sesotho fela Yabore mo letsa phalara ke teng ke ditshwere Iba akosebe ka swantso se ke dile le botala morao la etsa mosebetsi ona ba petse bunch o bona ke eno he King Yohanes ya bona he asireletsa o tella tswela ka ntle alwa ka tsohle the Rich Boys ba batla phenyo ya bona ya bobedi la peng bona monyetla sireletsa bana khona inele na Manesu Ndabezitha Unaikisa Ndabezitha Obana Kienu he Kevenant Jeudi tse di bapadi re banna e tswantse metsi a kena ka tlu bona Jore kietse ngientse ka mgoke o itse kietse ka teng hlabile ntlha ya lekana Omona Kienu he monena Watube o tlaba ntla e tsatsing la kacheno tsore he iba ntla ya pili likinye kholo monena Justice Figueiredo waikisa Figueiredo omona Kienu Figueiredo alika e bapala bona sebenza kos omona Kienu he Ntsundwa waikisa Ntsundwa omona Kienu Ntsundwa useba Kienu Ntsundwa bona sebenza kos Akoshebe Manesu asebeditse monena wakos Osebile Kienu asereleditse Jalim Makola Wana Kienu bona monyetla Pili Silimong Papari Tsaliki Iskopixena Sayona the Rich Boys The Rich Boys Shebile Kamrori Bakre Bafumane Monyetla Obana Kienu he Kana Tilenu he Ari it's game on Omana Kienu he Tulu Para Chindati We wanna pace Aiyo Ankana kwae asheba stiba tibane Are ono ke monyetla ne ile ka boledisana le yena monena wa yena Vilakazi. Arwane Kienwe Gevenant Bona Nike sniper Venant Utana Bote la Marau Arwane Kienwe Bona Monyeta Diahana Adikopani Twanza Matatanta Ona Ha Shaba Kienwe Mona Komane Lenga Bapala Skapasena Sayona Highlands Park Wile Kitima Nati Ai Bapala Baratwara Gaufu Bona Ring Momofa Karpete Are Mabuya Olekan Rekisa Ditona di Bapadi Shaba Kienwe ai ba Suputan Sabeta goals Ha Neck Bona Kienwe Ricardo goals Auja di Keroti Ricardo Auja di Keroti Ricardo Bona Kienwe Wanesu What Shibili Kienwe Mitsusu Ele Sube Mitsu Robonga Arwane ki Bona Oh Ta khukela papali Mwana Kieno na ikisa la Marau Bona Counter take Bare counter the counter Bona Fegirero Bona Uremuleta pala are offside sniper Fetuna Mau Bona Kienwe by Getile SuperSport United Balinga Bona Oh Ebe Waneso Munyetwa motle No offside No offside. Oh. Awatabo Pagishani. Arab Hitan Isa Apeto. By Twara by Rapeda Bona Monyeta Bona. Lakachero Neletsanwentle Herbola Lakantaya Sitlopa Neletsanwentle Stopexana Sana Richards Bay Amontabula Amea Fats Shaba Kienwe Wanesu Iborhe Monena Utufu Manantaya Pili Tulani Wakumet Kisiomo Chawa Wanala Tsati Lakachero Badumela Batepa Kacheno Bona Kio Arwane Kieno Munyaka Matsatsan Bona Sebeta the bottle of Brown Bona Kieno counter attack SuperSport United Bona Sebeta Bona Shibile Jelly Hutla Kienwe Matatanta Are Muleta Palare Manna Lete Olekane